All right, another day of work, another day of art. Today's goal, already sketched out one of Harley Quinn's tattoos from that statue that I've did over there. It's just a city made out of guns and money. Of course, right here it says Harleywood. It's just an LA themed Harley Quinn. That's all it is. This is just a tattoo she's gonna have. This one's gonna be on the right thigh. So let's go ahead. Let's lay down some ink. These are, I'll show you what I got here. First of all, I'll show you this. See a good old poppy red. You know. And I chose these because of how the color lays down. Whoops. These are Derwent's Ink 10s. You can stack the colors, and on top of that, they just lay down really well, honestly. You get some really, really nice color out of this stuff. Like I said, when you're making art on the level that I make art, you don't really settle for amateur stuff. You get the pro stuff. Alright, so I'm just gonna lay down some color and show you what I mean by the pro stuff. I'm listening to music, but I'm also trying not to get a copyright strike by YouTube, so I'm trying to keep my music on the DL here. Yep. This is a Arteza. This is a what is it? This came with some markers. This was actually a marker blender. I'm doing this to see how wet it is. Let's shake this around. It's a water brush. There's water inside of it. And then, of course, it just drips water onto the brush. I used it so much that, I used it a lot. So, obviously, I need to buy another one soon. Alright, check out how these colors flow. This is why I started making this video in the first place. I'm going to do another project with this stuff. And I really need to keep track of how these colors go on the canvas. And honestly, this stuff, with alcohol and water mixed, especially with the alcohol in here, the colors bleed so flat. It's like if this canvas was made with these colors on it. That's how on the canvas these colors are. I really like the results. I could always paint over that. Any mistake I do, I could always fix. Made a little blemish here, blemish there. Trust me. Before, mistakes used to be like the end of the world to me. Like, oh my god, I overpainted this, I overpainted that. Oh, hell no. You could always go back and fix your stuff. A mistake is just a little bit of time. Yes, kitty? I can hear a little baby Mick-Meow over there. She's just a Mick-Meow. Just a Mick-Meow cat. Just a Mick-Meow. Alright. Either you want to get in or out. You're not going to come in. Alright. Oh, you're not even in here. No. You're not coming in yet. Just a Mick-Meow. It's a kitten, actually. I think she's about a month old. She's gonna jump. No. She's paws under the door. She's gonna jump right on this canvas while I'm doing it. So the kitty's not gonna be part of my artwork. She's just a Mick-Meow. And only a Mick-Meow. There we go. The red's gonna be on the top and on the sides. The left side. Everything, there goes a mistake. Everything on the bottom and on the right, it's gonna be black. Okay. Pardon my gassiness. A little bit of a, come on. A little bit of a coffee this morning. The color, the beautiful color. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely buy more Derwent because this stuff has not let me down. Like, I shopped for different color pencils, and Derwent is the only one that makes this formula that has the ink inside of it, and the ink just wants to just stay where it's at. Like, when you use alcohol with this stuff, like alcohol with water or just plain alcohol, you could put the ink down and then the alcohol will evaporate, and then basically you're left with colors that are flat against there. Like, you could barely not move those colors at all. Sometimes they just don't move at all. So hell yeah. So if you're a huge fan of your colors staying where they are after you put them there, then you'll definitely love using alcohol with some of this Derwent right here. Right here. Yeah, honestly, I've been, my fear with making these videos is messing up so much that it's just better for me to destroy it, and which, I guess that'll be fine. It's only time. So if I mess up bad enough, nobody's ever gonna see this video ever. and that's and that's the tooth, damn it. Ain't nothing but the tooth. Oh, I forgot. I don't know if it was Martin or the show Martin or what, but I think it was in Living Color, where this guy has like one tooth and he's always like suing people or something like that because like he's saying like they knocked his teeth out, and he's like it's the tooth because he's swearing to court, it's the tooth and nothing but the tooth. That's what he keeps saying. It's ain't nothing but the tooth. That's a holy but a goodie. I wish they'd bring in Living Color back. Just as funny as it used to be with the Wayans brothers in charge. And I really wish they'd bring a Culture Clash back, because those were both two anti-PC shows, and like political correctness comes and goes in waves, always. I've lived 40 years of life and I've seen 3 or 4 different political correctness waves come and go. I said all you have to do is wait it out, and you know what happens at the end of political correctness? A huge, gigantic backlash of anti-political correctness comes along, and which was like the early 2000s. The early 2000s was chock full of that. The mid 90s was all about that kind of stuff. Like Married with Children was a good example, and in the early 2000s was that Eminem was political correctness created Eminem. I mean, I'll just put it that way. So it's like, yeah, the harder you want to PC, the harder you want to be politically correct, the more bigger your enemies are going to be at the end of all of it. Without your telling people how to talk, without your telling people how to act, all you'll have is just regular people. You'll have just like the 80s basically, where people for the like in the early 80s, where people just minded their own business. You don't really get that too much in the later 80s. Because I think towards after Reagan was elected, which was like really early, things slowly began to change super political correctness. And it was mostly his wife's idea, because honestly, George Bush was in charge of the White House. George Bush Sr., he was the real president in the 80s, while Ronald Reagan slept in the office. And if you don't remember the 80s that much, that's how it was. The military policies, the anti-drug policies, drug wars, those weren't the decisions of somebody who used to act. Those are the decisions of somebody who used to be in the CIA and really never stopped being in the CIA. It's George Bush Senior. Yeah, I'm getting a little political here, aren't I? Let me just get back to the art. Spread the red. Ah, yes. I don't know if you can hear the music or not, but a lot of what I listen to is like the music of my day. My day was the 80s, and there's a lot of like industrial music from like back then. I was born in 1983, and I feel like my theme song for like 1983 is a song by a band called Sexual Harassment, and it's called "I Need a Freak." I need a freak to love me down. I need a freak. Wow, 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 wow. Oh yeah, that's my theme song. Okay. Yeah, I don't think these colors are going anywhere. I hit the red. This is a Harley Quinn themed tattoo, and Harley Quinn's colors typically are red and black. except I'm painting her in like Dodger stuff. So the theme for the most part is white and blue with like I think a red number on her chest. But still, it's like these tattoos that she's gonna have on her is a sneaky way of adding these different colors. Charcoal block. Yeah, when it comes to this stuff, the Derwents, you want to add your bright colors first because your dark colors are going to overpower the crap out of them. Like when it comes to this sunset right here, I don't know how much this is in the camera. When it comes to this sunset right here, I added this first, I mixed it first, but when I sort of mixed down the blue, it took a little bit of the brightness away from it. So like this is a little bit tinged darker in this one too. And like this is like the only part of it that stood kind of as bright as it is. I mean, I added some gold inflections later. I don't know if that picks up on the camera or not that well. That's just me just doing stuff with this just to try to make it interesting. I mean, for me, it's just a painting. At least this one is a painting, and the tattoos on the statues. I mean, it's all just a big giant work of art. So, like in real life, I don't think you're going to be getting shiny gold tattoos. I don't think that exists yet. But as far as the statue goes, I'm definitely gonna pull that move off. And shiny gold. Here we go. I'm using that when I said lay down the blacks for not lay down the blacks, lay down the bright first. I could cut into this and get these angles like I got here and there and here where the colors will meet and then angle off. So I'm just gonna use the black to sort of cut off the red like that and get those angles that I got here straight across. So I could do this. Now we're going like that. Angles up, angles like that. All right, I should have done this a little bit differently. What do I got here? I keep the colors that I'm using upside down because these are all facing that way. But the colors that I'm currently using, I keep like that. So I could just quickly just get them back. What am I doing here? Red. Yeah, I'm doing that. Right here. Let's get me a little bit more red there. If I want to just quickly get some water, I'll just do that. Give me some water there. Alright. Not doing much talking, am I? My own video. I'm not too concerned about messing up the bottom right here. because I'm gonna put a frame on it anyways, so screw that. Paradigm, boom, boom, boom. Listen to my music, concentrate on my work. That's how it goes. Okay. Yeah, I wanted this to go right to the edge of the frame. I mean, I want it to look like I just packed this in as much as I possibly could. I mean, there are times when I'll make an image or to make a drawing, piece of art, and I just feel like I wasted, a sketch most of the time. I feel like I wasted some of the paper just because I didn't make it as big as I can, and like, my eyes aren't what they used to be when I was young, so I need to be drawing things a little bit more bigger than I used to in order to get those details like I used to. All right. Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. I do believe. Oh, here we go. Let's make sure I cover every single angle here. All right. That should be it for all these angles. Oops. I'll come back to that one later. I mean, I do lose track of what colors I use, like different blues and greens and oranges and stuff. So now I'm just like mentally also keeping track of the names. Like that was, I mean, I know the names of all these. The charcoal gray right here. What's this one? I don't think that's all of it. I think that's velvet. No, let's see. This is velvet. Leaf green, okay. It's not even velvet anyways. This one's felt. Yeah, felt green. Alright, so I don't know the names of all of them. You caught me in a lie there. Try to look cool for a second, but nah. Got caught up with that one. Yeah, it would be important to know the names of all of them, especially the ones that you're using. Definitely got to. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I got to keep track of that because, like, I can't. I need to know which blues I'm doing for the sunsets and stuff like that. I need to know which yellows I'm doing here. And sometimes it'll take me a while just to like, because I have another paper that has all the colors already like spread on there. So like, it'll take me a while to shop different colors and be like, okay, like, I need that blue there because it looks not that dark, but it looks kind of like a little bit more purpley. Something like that for like the afternoon and shit like that. Yeah, that is. I don't. There's sometimes when I really don't come at a color very quickly. Like it takes like all day for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna go with that color, and that's my final decision. Yeah, my biggest fear is I'm gonna ruin it. So like, I'll have everything set up. The orange will be perfect. The yellow will be perfect. But I'll ruin it because I put in the wrong kind of blue, and it just takes away from the whole entire sunset. That's happened, and it's not like it can't happen. It has happened. Even when you're good, sometimes you suck. This thing is not going to come out perfect, like a photograph perfect, but I am going to be happy with my work, honestly. So get over the idea that every edge is going to be perfectly sharp and clean. Like honestly, this isn't Photoshop. This is Jesse's drawing with his own wrist shop. I hope this is on camera. Not just like I was gonna do this yesterday, and then I was asking around like, should I put this on camera because I don't have enough of my work on camera. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people use AI these days, so maybe you can just show people that you're not using AI. Like, okay, and that trust me, that I didn't grow up in a time where you needed to even think about that, but it is what it is. If you have the goods and show it off. I can sit here and draw this stuff all day, and it takes all day. Or I could just use AI for 3 seconds and then realize the AI is not going to draw this for me, and get back to drawing. Now, honestly, AI is not the end-all be-all solution for everybody. Like in my experience, I never get exactly what I want out of AI. And some of the best advice I ever got from another artist: rip off AI. Rip off the way that it uses color, rip off the poses, rip off this AI, and just get better. Yeah, sure thing. I missed Dot, and I don't know if I missed something or not, and I don't think I have. Okay, so let's lay down some yellow here. I'm laying down the yellow as bright as I can, with as much of this material that I can, and then I'm going light on the way up. I want the blue to be tinged by the yellowness. That way it blends even better. That's what I'm doing here. A little bit of bright yellow on the where the mountains are, where the hills are for Harleywood. Light yellow. Very little bit of light yellow. Alright, on top of that, let me go with a little bit of orange. Be careful with this. Too much orange is a bad thing. Yeah, when it comes to blending these colors, you have to really take in mind that when you start adding water and alcohol to this, it's going to get brighter and stuff. One thing I'm going to have to do between all this, in order to keep these colors where they are and not blend the yellow and the green, I'm going to hit it with a matte spray. You're not going to see this, but I'm going to hit it with a matte spray, let it sit for a while, and then I'm going to come back with the blue, just like it is over here. That's not what I did here because I'm just messing around, and I was really just mixing the blue with the yellow like that, and it comes out green here, comes a little green there, and a little bit of green here, which is precisely what I don't want. I do not want to mix this thing green. Let's get ourselves some yellow. You know, now you can tell I'm not doing area by area. I'm not just doing one area and fixing it. I'm using the water that I can to get as much yellow as I can from the stuff that I got real early. Start blending this right now. I need like more yellow though. Not more yellow, but I need, yeah, I do. I need more water, actually. I need more water. I hear other artists use a term called mobilizing color. In other words, you're making the colors move. Like yeah, I'm really not trying to mobilize the red and the black right there. I'm not getting as much orange as I wanted at all. So I'm probably going to have to go over this again with orange. Mobilize a little bit of red there, you can tell. Yeah, it's definitely a no bueno. Let's see if I could sock this up with some yellow. Yeah, there we go. I was able to sock it down with yellow. That's the thing about the Derwent, is like this stuff blends on top of itself. So you could go ahead and run a little bit of yellow right on top of your blacks and your reds and just do what I did, just tinge it, watch. Yellow. I hit the black right here. Yeah, you see how I made a little bit of that black disappear? Uh-huh. That is that Derwent. Alright. I completely messed up the sunset. Well, I didn't completely mess it up, but I didn't do myself any favors today. So, let me go ahead and blend some orange here. Nice. I see I ruined it. Cool, Jesse. You just ruined your own picture. Alright. I need to fix this fast. The stuff's still wet, so that's why it spread the way it did. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Alright, I could hit it with more yellow. Do this. Alright, this is desperate, but I'm gonna try that. No, it didn't seem to work either. There's one last trick I could pull, which is adding white. Just some of this orange in the sunset. Push comes to shove, I'll have to add white paint and just paint over this. So it's not like I ruined it forever. It's just that it didn't quite blend the way I wanted it to. Terrible. I mean, honestly, I feel like it needed more yellow. Good, good. Still not satisfied with what I got, but fuck it. Okay. What the hell is that spray? Oh. I could blend this stuff or not, and I don't think I should blend it. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna cut this video off right here. Spray this thing, and then I'm gonna be right back. And we're back with another exciting adventure. Jesse drawing this thing. And hit this with some of that matte spray. This. Oops, there goes those napkins. I didn't do it anyways. Hit this with some of that blue. I've noticed that over here, because I like this better, that there's a little bit of white inside of this that, you know, makes it look more sky-like. At the end of all this, I got the wrong blue here. That's purple. This one's this is iris blue. Yeah, iris blue. The camera's over here, so let me just iris blue that. Yeah, what was this? This one I think is deep blue. No, this one's sea blue. Alright, so I was wrong there. Sea blue. That's a nice color. My favorite one is iron blue, and I think it's iron blue. Trust me, it doesn't even look like blue to me. Right there. Yeah, when you, I mean, it looks like grayish. Like if you look at the tip right here, or that. If this is the tip and this is the back, but like it looks like that, right? Watch, I'll show you something right now. I hope I have this like nearby because I don't want to go digging around for this. But on my sketchbook, which I totally have nearby, that I'm totally not looking for right now. Where the hell is my sketchbook? Oh, what is that? Oh man, and I'm cramping up too. Oh, all kinds of bad. Where the hell? What the? How stupid! I'm actually looking at my sketchbook, which is this. And let me just go back a few pages here. Yep, past this, past that, past the other thing. And here we go. These are all these. I mean, I got every single color there and swashed it out to see what it looks like. And here's all the where all the blues are. Look, that's iron blue. I really like iron blue. That's nice. That's that bright blue, and this one's iris right here. Charcoal gray looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is how leaf green looks in mauve. Deep indigo, that's a nice color also. Yeah, there's sea blue. I'll say iron blue, and that's not iron blue. Iron blue looks like super dark. This is iris blue, which is this one. But iron blue, which is like right here. It doesn't even look blue when you look at it, but that's what it spreads like. Very, very deep, like seawater kind of blue almost. And I know this one's sea blue, but when's the last time you've seen a sea that clear? You're going to the Caribbean to see that kind of a sea. A little bit of that gold. Yeah, I'm gonna, at the end of all this, I'm gonna be building a little Lego robot kit. And with my little Lego robot kit, it's gonna have a thing that sort of tilts the display very slowly. And the idea is it's gonna get this canvas with the gold on it, and it's gonna slowly tilt it around so you can see those different colors in there. slower than that. Like it's gonna take a full minute just to go around. Like I said, I'm gonna need to program that with some of the they're not even Legos. They're actually parts that are compatible with Lego. It's either that or I go with Arduino. And Arduino's type roller kit. All right, here we go. Ain't nothing but a peanut. I'm going to track and color a little bit down right there. Alright. If this works the way I think it should work, my blue's going to spread without making this into green. You just wait and see. There goes that blue. And it's totally not laying down. You can't run into a wall when you paint. So whatever's going on here, I'm going to need to figure this out. Pretty much taking the color off of this, it seems like. Let me add a little bit of white to this and see what I got to get. I'm not adding white evenly everywhere. Just picking and choosing where I want my white to go. Uh, this is not going the way I wanted it to at all. But who knows? Maybe there's a happy accident in here somewhere. Doing a whole lot of backpedaling. I'm gonna spread this yellow up. We'll see how this goes. This is definitely not turning out the way I wanted at all. Really failing this painting. Who knows? I might throw this canvas in the trash lot and start brand new over. I mean, I'm leaning in that direction right now. There we go, getting some of that classic green right there. Oh man, I don't know why I just have like random thoughts of the past. Thinking about how this painting looks like crap. And then there's this time my mom's yelling at me because the cat keeps shitting behind the TV. What a random thought. I can tell that cat's looking for a place to slap her ass down behind the TV. Oh man. Why would I think of that now? Okay. Do a little bit of purple in the background. Purple hills. A little bit of them purple mountains. Ah. If I'm lucky, I might be able to redeem this drawing for all it's worth. I don't like how this turned out. Here's what I'm going to do. A little bit of one yeller here. Yeah, I might play some music over this. Not a whole lot of talking going on. Do you really need me to explain that I'm putting a bunch of blue down? Different shades of blue, so I'm just trying to make them look different than the other one. Yeah, very subtle differences, but I could barely pick up on them myself. I need to try just a little bit better here. Alright, what I think I'm gonna do here is spray some matte on, another coat of matte, and hit this with a wash of brown to give it a smoggy look. If that doesn't tie everything together, then I'm fucked. So screw it. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to edit some of this, but as promised, I'm gonna attempt to make this look kind of smoggy by adding a layer of mustard. I'm gonna hit this layer of mustard with some matte afterwards, and then it's gonna flatten it out. Then I'm gonna start adding more blue after that. The reason I keep using matte is because it locks the color down pretty much. It makes it so it doesn't really move when you add other color on top of that. Oh man, just thinking back to some comment that I left on the internet. Well, there's a channel that I watch, and I do watch it, and I watch it seriously. I don't hate watch this channel, but every once in a while they'll make everything seem like it's the white people's fault. So like this black on black crime thing happens, and then in the comment I said, "So how's this one the white man's fault?" And somebody commented back, "Nobody's saying it is." And then they put it in a little clown emoji there. Nobody's saying it is clown. Yeah, you sure told me in emoji form. I'm gonna remember that clown emoji for a long time and just be told I am nothing but a clown emoji. But really, how was it the white man's fault? So we ought to get reparations for that beatdown. Oh, okay. Now that I added my mustard, let's go ahead and blend this stupid shit together. Please don't ruin my painting. Please don't ruin my painting. Please don't ruin my painting. Mustard. Alright, well, I managed to smog the city, but is it too smoggy? Is it? Am I that kind of an artist where every time I do something and I'm like, oh, did I do too bad? There's smoggy LA landscape right here. Alright. I kind of like what I did here. It can't all be me ruining my own art, which it most of the time is. For once, I actually did something right. And I'm going to lock this color down and spray matte this again. You know, I need to hit this with darker blue. So I'm not going to just let this go right now. Nice dark blue. What do I got here? Ionian? Ooh, deep indigo. Skipping that one. I'm going to go ahead and go with deep blue. No, sea blue. Screw it. If it does the job, it does the job. One thing you should never do is pick the colors by this right here, the back end of the color. That is not what the colors look like. Like, you know, you need to spread them out on the sketchbook over there in order to see. Alright. I know I'm not getting lucky. This is all skills. Sea blue. Sea blue is a little bit too green. But then again, I am spreading this on top of my stupid mustard. Ah. Made a mistake right there. I probably should have waited to spread that because honestly, that's just green as all hell. Let's see if I can pick this up with the napkin. A little bit. Take some of that away with the napkin. Did Jesse ruin his own art again? I think so. I think Jesse ruined it so hard. To say I ruined it, I mean, that is saying a lot, so. Not exactly ruin it here, it's just did a really bad job making this cool. There's nothing wrong with leaving sketchy looking blue inside of there. This is your stuff after all. That's too damn green. Alright. Kinda like what I got so far, so now I'm gonna hit it again with that matte spray. I am running out of that matte spray. Last I checked, I had 2 bottles. I'm gonna stop this and then I'm gonna hit it. And we're back again. Having sprayed some of this matte spray on this goddamn thing. Yarp. I'm gonna keep the color I got so far. And the scariest part about doing one of these kind of videos is messing up. You always think you're gonna screw up really bad. Let's see how much this camera could pick this up. One thing that you could notice from the canvas, a little bit of splotchiness there, versus this, and you really look at the colors, you could pretty much get as close as you can with this, and you see almost like no flaws in the colors. This is a mixed media sheet right here, so this is just perfectly flat and smooth. That's not something you're going to get with a canvas. I mean, obviously you have the canvas texture, so you're never going to get perfectly flat, smooth color unless you throw the oil paint on there or something. I said I could handle all this with Derwent, And I will be throwing some paint on, but it's not to add color. It's actually to add like shininess, goldenness, and silverness. Yeah, I got some Artezas over here. This is the Arteza Metallic Collection. I don't even know where the lid went. Oh, this was the lid right here. Yeah, made a little thing out of the lid. But anyways, these are all metallics. I'm gonna add this for the sunset and that for part of the sky. Some of the guns are that color. And let me get rid of this green. I'm not using metallic green for this. If I had the sun shining on some foliage, some trees and stuff, then I would go ahead and add some metallic green to that. And what it looks like when you shine it from certain angles, it looks like the sun is really shining and hitting those leaves and making them, making them shine. Obviously, it's me and my awesome vocabulary there. Gives it a Frenzel effect. So, yeah, this is the color scheme I'm going to be using. I don't know about this one. I don't think I'll be using that. I don't see anything else I'm going to be using anyways. Yeah, I'm not going to add shininess to the smog in the background. Instead, when this is over, it's going to be like that. Where some of these buildings they're obviously guns. They're going to have like a metallic black, and then some of them are going to be silver. And the sunset, I'm going to put a little bit of gold in the Nemdar Hills. That's how I'm going to finish this off. Anyways. So far, I kind of like how the blues and the yellows are playing together. I don't know about these roofs. This roof still looks plain to me. Could yellow them up, why not? Actually, this picture shows this kind of late in the afternoon, so a little bit of orangey right there. It was just too uncolored for me. Alright. I guess the next phase would be to draw in where the stacks of money would be. Like, honestly, I'm doing this with pen. Just need to decide where these things are going to go. Parts of this I'll paint over. I'm going to have to do something about how the black led onto that part. Ah, I just realized I'm drawing all this at the bottom. Doing some money stacks here. I mean, this. If I'm doing this kind of like the way I would do it, like an album cover or something. And to me, this album is actually Harley Quinn 1 in 10 million. Because these dollar bills on them, each one of them says 1 in 10 million. Like you see 110 million right here. And I messed these letters up. It says 1 in. I did a swirl here. Like you can see this is a block. I'm just getting the shading. I'm going to paint over this towards the end. And then, different colors, even white. And I'm just going to make it look more dollar billy. I'm going to improve some of the writing and stuff like that, but right now I'm just blocking out some of these shapes. So right now it doesn't really look like I'm doing a great job doing this and that, but still, I'm just laying down what I want later right now, so it's a lot easier to do in the future. There we go. Go here like that. Guns and money. Yeah, the running theme of this thing is that, I said the city's made out of guns and money. So it's just how to get that gun look. Let's put a... I hope the camera can see this thing. To do a gun barrel, I'll do something like this. It's just like, you do a hole, and then you're sort of like, with just lines that are straight down. If you want, you could go the extra mile and be like, whoa, with extra lines. And you can just do this over and over again until you get something that's like darker on the inside. The idea is that the cylinder is a little bit more darker down here than it is up there. The light sort of pours into one side, so it's something like that. Yep, and that's drawing a gun barrel, huh? Alright, now that I messed that up, let me go ahead and mess this up. This zero there, it's upside down. Bills, bills, bills. So dollar bills, y'all. Okay. There should be like a nice mix of guns and money in here. Let me do one more gun like this. This. That. That. Sort of borrowing from these other shapes that are already there. Lines. Slide. There's the aim right there. Go up. Cool, so there we go. Guns and money, baby. Alright. I am gonna paint over this, and I guess I'll do it next. The thing about these inks, and I know I keep saying this over and over again, but I'll have to map this down in order to keep these colors right where they are, because this ink will travel with the water. You put water on this, it's gonna splash. Let me see if I can nail the Harley Quinn though. Some of this white. Hey, let me sharpen this. Of course I knock stuff down. Of course I not. Electric pencil sharpener. Let's try to pick this up. I bought these things at... I bought these at full price, which puts them around like 59 bucks or so. Which means I'm not trying to sharpen the crap out of them every time I sharpen them. It's just enough to get to what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I can't afford to lose that much pencil at a time. That's it. On the top up here, it will say something like Harley Wood. This is one... I mean, I thought people might miss this detail, but every time I show somebody, they catch it every time. I don't know about adding white to this. Definitely add some white to this and get some nice results. That's not bad. I'm not gonna use alcohol or anything to spread this white. I think I'll just keep it the way it looks, which doesn't look too bad to me right now. Nice. I really, really hate how green that is right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that. See here, I'm using raw colored pencils, so I'm not doing a mix like I am down there. So this is gonna just, I mean, when I say raw, I mean this is gonna lay down the color that it has right now. I'm not gonna change this by adding water. I slightly like what I got, slightly more than when I first started, but still not in love with this yellow right here. It could be brighter, you know. Or yellow. Still not in love with that yellow. That's how it is with these things. You never really are satisfied with your own work. At the end, you just feel like, alright, fine, I'll stop drawing. I got like way nicer orange over here. What is this? Like I got way nicer orange right there than I do here. So not in love with this right now. I'll just get this little canvas, this little 4-inch canvas, and I'll just throw it in the trash. I don't like it. That's all I gotta say about that. One more round of matte painting, and then what I gotta do? Paint over this. I'm gonna hit up Harley Wood. At the end I'm gonna redo all the red and black and just go over everything I got there. Guns and money, I need to repaint some of this stuff. Alright. Yeah, hitting it with the matte spray is like, it's like hitting the save button on this thing. I mean, you wonder how Photoshop, you know, gets to where it's at. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm gonna spray it with matte and then go on another layer. And we're back. Yet again. And this thing gets higher and higher every single time, huh? Oh, this thing just keeps creeping up. move this stuff around. I'll definitely have to edit this out of the video. Get out here. Okay. I hit this with a little bit of color here. I didn't like the way this sunset looked, so I hit it with like some white in the background. I don't know if I've hit this Harley, but still I'm not. I'm also not satisfied with the way the Harley Quinn looks. Will Jesse paint these things? Let's just see. With me, paint, I can control those colored pencils easily. The paint is really touch and go. Like with my eyesight, I can't tell exactly how much paint I got here, so do a little bit of a dab. It's gonna hit this. The smallest amount of white I could possibly get. It looks a bit wider than I want it to be. However, this is, acrylic paint. It's actually going to dry up a lot thinner, so, and it's mixed with alcohol, by the way. So it's going to sort of blend in. By the way, I could hit it with more yellow if I wanted to blend more in the background. Right now it just looks unpainted. It looks like I didn't even try to do something with it when I should have. I need to choke up now. I'm gonna bring out the parts of it that look a little bit too colored over. I don't want to mix colors either. I don't think I did a great job doing that. It's the thinnest. I don't think dry brushing is the key with this. Alright, I'm gonna have to just walk it back. It's gonna be too white, more white than I want, and then I'm just gonna hit it with yellow. That wasn't my plan from the beginning. But honestly, I'd rather be when it comes to white, I'd rather be too much white than not enough. Some of this is borderline not enough white. Ooga. It's the horns outside. Ooga. Ah, better. Certainly like the results I got. Alright. Yeah, I could always walk this back with some other colors. Why is that red there? Why is that red right there? God. I never say anything's great. It's good enough. So far, it's good enough for me. Okay, I don't have anything small enough to just dagger that thing, and I'm not going to sharpen these pencils like that. The pen's not good enough either. That's what I could do here. Regular pencil? I don't think so. Not going to do charcoal. So now what I'm going to do. Alright, just going to do it with brush. My Mick brush. No black, huh? Okay. I didn't pour any black paint in that, so I'm gonna pull out another Derwent trick here. Look at, get some water, like that. Yeah, just like I showed you there. We're gonna wet this tip, and this tip's gonna bleed right into the paintbrush. Can you see that? I wet the tip with some water. Water first. Wet the tip. The tip of the paintbrush is, it's all paint. I mean, look at, see that? Now, see, wet this thing down. Yeah, when you wet your tips with your detergents, make sure you dry it off. You do not want your colors to bleed all over your can. Alright. Mess that up. It was a little bit too wet. That was my problemo there. Could have pulled that trick off, but not quite. Am I gonna hit this more? I might be able to do this in reverse with the white, even though I shouldn't. Alright, I got me some white on here. Now using the white ink works. Funk. The black didn't want to play nice with me. I gotta fix that somehow. I can't not do the letters right. That would make me look like a fool. Wet this tip. I could just like go over that with some white. Watch. Wet the tip. I'll just go on the bottom. Yeah, I mean, it is greening this thing, throwing the white on top of that, but It is laying down white ink. Don't want to mess myself up here. Oh, sneezing and adjusting my camera at the same time. I keep cutting myself at the bottom here. Like, let's see, the bottom of the table is here. So I'll film this. There. I keep mixing things down here and like you can't really see. Alright, tips dry there. Tips dry here. Practically abuse my Derwents. Just throw them in the damn box. I'm not satisfied with the Harley wood part. So we're all going to address this problem. How am I going to do this? It's either brush or by pen. Damn it. Alright, this is really desperate, but you know what? I might have a colored pencil I can afford to lose here. So pencil. And this is a color pencil. I have other cheaper ass color pencils because this whole entire tin over here, the Derwents, is like 59 bucks. So I'm not about to sacrifice my Derwents. Yeah, nice and sharp. So let's go ahead and do our job. You know, these aren't God's gift to letters or anything, but I think I'm satisfied with what I'm doing here. I have a cousin who does tattoos. He knows God's gift to lettering, trust me. Should I add some shade here with black? Like, hell no. That is not why the color pencil black exists. I practically ruined that tip with that. Throwing it inside the stupid can. What else do I need to do with this? I think I'm going to paint on the silver, gold, and metallics, and I think I'm done. Like, this is all she wrote with this thing. I'll put my stupid signature on here somewhere, right? There. I don't like the way I do J's. That's gonna have to change. This. A little kitty cat. It's a Mick-Meow. Okay. I'm not gonna mat this right now because I'm not gonna be doing a lot of water, and I'm not gonna hit the letters. If I hit those letters, then I got a lot of work to undo some of that shit. So let's go ahead and hit these metallics now. I'm not gonna need that. Alright. Before I hit these metallics, I'm actually going to go use the bathroom because I need to use the bathroom. Alright. By now, you probably already know that in between these different shots, I'm all, apart from smoking, I'm also doing a little bit of fix-ups here and there. Let's see here. I like try to make this a little bit more yellow right there on the top of this roof, this little gun. And I don't know, I totally messed that up. It's just too dark. I might have to matte this and then paint over it, but still, let's go let it dry for now. Let's go take care of this golden sunset here and a little bit of gold on the buildings. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm not going to do much gold at all. It's barely even any gold, but I'm always throwing my stuff around, huh? But I mean, honestly, I could be mixing this with some yellow, but honestly, I found that you could do like barely gold at all, and it still like does some gold. You know, like I don't know how to explain this. A little bit of gold is still gold, even if it's splashed down. I need to figure out which angle I'm going to be able to see the shine, or else I don't really know what I'm doing. There's a whole lot of shine in that direction. Can you see where it shines? Top there, here, there. I see wetness. I don't know about gold. Should I do more gold? I don't know. Let's see how much gold I get here. This is just like straight gold. Trying to get some rest. I could always dumb down the gold with the colored pencil. So I could go ahead and do too much gold if I want, as long as I could just walk it back with some colored pencil. Just trying to hit up some of these edges. That's all I really want here. Golden edges, because that's what I really want. Is to accentuate some of these. Very difficult. Just to get the amount of gold you want. Why not try to wipe that away with my finger? Why not? Alright, the hardest part's going to be doing gold edges around the Harley part. Harleywood. Yeah, it doesn't even show up on camera that well, but that's why I need a rotating canvas. Unless you could have it at the right angle, you're basically wasting golden paint. At the right angle, it looks kind of decent. I'm gonna hit this with some matte, even though I could have did a better job doing the gold. Well, actually, I should hit a few different other colors though. Ah, come on. That was too much gold, and I do that every time. Then I get impatient, and I do something like this. Just too much silver now. I should be able to do this. I'm just making this silver enough. How much blue did I put down over there? Alright. Either I ruin this painting or I don't. It's an awful lot of blue, isn't it? Whoop! I ruined the painting. Meant to put down silver and end up doing that. Rolling up. Sooks. I'm gonna have to fix the silver in there later. I mean, it could be kind of silver underneath, and that's how this works. You get the holder from a certain angle, and you can mix this silver with anything you want. I could have made like metallic blue if I wanted right now. That's not what I'm going for. Not my favorite color. Alright. As long as it's black, alright. Except when it's green. Alright, here we go. Metallic black, just like a gun. A regular old gun. So you can wash this stuff right over the colors you got there. I got the color pencil. It's the Derwent, so it's actually ink. Yeah, this metallics will wash right over it. There you go. You have yourself metallic, whatever. It's like a thin layer of metallic silver, and then underneath that you can see the blue and the yellow. All the shading just stays the same. No, I wanted this to be silver. I mean, I really did fail my ass off with that one. Socks, but I know what I'll do. I'll just matte this and just put a layer over that. Oh, it's a strike on me. And we're back yet again. This time I got a magnifying glass. I'm prepared for this one. The goal here is to add a little bit of gold edges around the letters. It's the smallest amount of gold I'm going to have to get. This camera's like right towards my face. Yeah. Damn that cat. Of all the times, Jacob. It's an extremely fine amount. So far, I haven't needed the magnifying glass. It's not that old. Okay, come on. I could add water to this gold and spread it out more, but I'm not trying to do that. I shouldn't have put the gold down like that. Let's see if I could do this the right way. I'm not seeing that much gold out of Harley wood. Screw it, you know. Alright, I'm going to try adding a little bit of water here. See if I can bring down some of that gold. Oh, man. This is my all day right here. Wouldn't you want to paint this all day? Come on, baby, let me know. Oh, man. Come on, baby, let me know. Oh. Alright. Knock this camera around. I think I need to hit this with some more blue. So I'm gonna hit that with some more blue. A dark blue, that is. I'll hit this with even darker blue than that. That blue should be more blue. The Jesse Lopez story. Now on Lifetime. How my story be on HBO? Some of these blues just aren't blue enough for me. Alright, satisfied with what I got at the moment. Should there be more gold in the sky? Yeah. I think this is as gold as I want. The last thing I want right here. Oh, I added that black over there. Camera's still rolling? Alright. This is going to be one of the last things I'm going to do right now. It's metallic blue. It's going to go ahead and throw some of this in the sky. There's a little bit of tinge of that blue on some of this sky. I'm getting plenty hungry right now. Some water to mobilize this paint. I hardly ever heard anybody say mobilize paint when I was younger, but heard it and now I use it. I mean, I just said move the paint anyway, so you know it's the same thing, really. Mobilize the paint. Okay. I'm gonna call it a day on this painting. I might fix up more stuff later, like some of this right here. What I got? I was using poppy red. Nope, it's chili. It's poppy, I think. Cherry. Huh? See if I get rid of some of that black ink. And I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. I don't think I'm able to paint over the black ink. I think. But let's see here. No. I made that ink bleed. Silent noise. Falling sound. What the hell? Falling sound, black silent noise. Yeah, I was able to leave some, take some of that red off. Not take it off, but I was able to paint over some of the black. Alright, enough of that, and I might be able to hit this back up. Let's see here. And this. Camera is still rolling, so as long as You're gonna do that. Let me go ahead and do this. A couple of corrections I need to make here. Could I have painted this better? Of course. Am I? I might work on it later. Who knows? A long time ago, back in art college, I have picked up a saying from somebody. I forget who it is, but the saying goes, "No work of art is truly finished. It's only abandoned." So you'll pardon me if I abandon this. Just call it a day here. Got some Jack Daniels coming, and that's gonna be all she wrote for me. Yeah. I said I could put more work in on this, but I just need to take my eyes off of this and just look at it freshly later on. Of course, I'm not gonna let this right here slide. That's just too big of a mistake. Okay. Oh, let me wash this off real quick. Okay. That's the best I could do for now with washing that off. This is where we leave us. How much of that shine do you get? Some of the shine is coming up. Alright. Not as good as I want it to be, but whatever. It is what it is, right? I'm officially abandoning this for now. So long.